That is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station. God's own station, uniting the world. There is this one television that is so entertaining. It is so inspiring and so educative. It is God's own television, TV station that changes sinners, TV station for the oppressed, TV station for the hopeless. Starcross TV, inspiring station. Watch Starcross TV, enlightening station. Watch Starcross TV, empowering station.
A very beautiful morning to you, beloved viewer of Starcross TV. I want to officially thank you for staying consistent to your #1 religious TV channel in the whole world, Starcross Television. My name is Joy Dambo, and welcome to the Morning Star Breakfast Show. How you all doing out there? How did you wake up this morning? You know, sometimes whenever we wake up, we ask God, today, how is today going to be? God, I want you to pilot the affairs of today. I want to hand over everything of today into your mighty hands, because everything you hand over to God is safe and secure. And of course, anything you give, you add or you bring God into it can never go wrong. So anything you want to do in life, always make sure you bring God first in whatever you do, your outings, anything at all you want to do. You're going out, you're coming in, before you eat, before you do anything, always seek for the presence of God, always seek for the control, and hand over everything into the hands of the Almighty. And of course, you will not be disappointed at the end of the day, because everything with God is possible. Yes, my name is Joy Dambo, like I said again earlier, and this is the Morning Star Breakfast Show. We are here this morning to inspire, motivate, educate, enlighten, entertain you. So wherever you find yourself, if you get inspired, is what we want to do. If you get motivated, is what we want to do. If you get entertained, it is our sole aim to make sure you are happy and you don't regret tuning into the channel. I am here with some, of course, my co-presenters this morning that will make your day interesting for you. Starting with Amy Pepper. Emedion Omoye, good morning.
Good morning, Joy. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm doing good this morning. I hope you are. I hope you're doing good. I hope you slept well. I mean, to sleep and wake up the next morning is not an easy duty. I mean, so many things Angel Gabriel did last night.
Right.
I mean, all your angels, because the Father said that He has given us 1,000 angels as protecting each and every one of us. So perhaps maybe 5,000 was just standing guard. The other 5,000 was, maybe arranging the day, your day, it's just left for you to, move according to the plans, because remember the Bible says the plans I have for you is of good. It means already there's a plan, there's a framework for you each and every day. In the night or each and every day, God has plans. Say, okay, my daughter is gonna do this, gonna do this today. It's just we that is an hindrance. So sometimes we are hindrance to our blessings, and we are sometimes hindrance to our plans. So whenever you wake up every morning, you just pray and say, God, the plans you have for me today shall come to manifest. Because you always have plans for us. My name is Emedion Omoye. You're watching Morning Star Breakfast Show, and this morning show is a promising one. So we want you to stay tuned and enjoy your morning.
Thank you. Gracias for a wonderful speech. Yes. The part I really like was the part you said, we have like 10,000 angels walking in the night and 10,000 in the morning, preparing and arranging your day for you. And that's nothing but the truth. So be grateful for that. Yes, next is Peace Smith. Good morning, Peace Smith. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning to our beloved viewer out there.
That's all.
That's all.
All right, thank you. Yes, sitting next to her is our celebrity of yesterday, and of course the celebration continues throughout this week, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But we still didn't get our cake, but that's fine. I got a chewing gum from her yesterday. Good morning, Sister Ruth, aka Authentic Ruth. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning to my fellow presenters and morning our viewer out there. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, and thank you for all your wishes. We are really grateful and thankful. And of course, I'm really happy that I'm up again this morning. Of course, it's not easy to wake up in the morning. Like when you wake up, first thing you try to see if you can talk. Can you talk? Is the voice still there? Am I still alive? You pinch yourself, and then you give all the credits to God. Then you know that for real and for sure, you are God's responsibility, and that's why He has woken you up. So that's why you have to say good morning to God. I say thank you every morning. Thank you for life. Thank you for the protection throughout the night, and so on. Thank you so much for joining us. We promise to keep it all 100% today. Thank you very much.
100%. So yesterday was like 60%.
It was like we promised to always make it 100%.
Of course. So yesterday we sincerely apologize if we didn't give you the best, but today, trust me, you're going to get 101%. So I stand with Ruth for that. Yeah, so today, this morning, we have a lot to talk about this morning, and I think it's something that happens in our lives on a daily basis. We come across issues like that every day. No, you'll be wondering, what are they coming up again this morning with? Yes, we want to talk about our individual lives, our personal lives, and every one of us, I don't know, in one way or the other, we find ourselves in this particular thing we want to talk about. But anyway, before we start our conversation this morning, always have it in mind that our phone lines are open. Feel free to call us in for any contribution, suggestion, whatever it is you want to talk about this morning. You want to say, you want to share your own experience based on the topic we'll be talking about. Feel free to call us in, and of course our YouTube is there available as well. You can share your experience on our YouTube platform. feel free to tell us anything, or if you have any question you want to ask, we are here to share our little knowledge. Don't forget, no man is an island of knowledge. We also are learning. So if you feel like you have something you want to chip in that will also benefit us and our audience out there, feel free to share your knowledge. We really appreciate. And now also, before we start, we are going to take a short break quickly, and then when we come back, we are going to go into the discussion of the day. I just want to keep you on a little bit of suspense, because what we want to talk about is very important, and you also need to pay attention. Tell a friend to tell a friend that Starcross TV is live, and we are on Morning Star Breakfast Show. Morning Star is always interesting, the first breakfast for the day on Starcross. So feel free to share the link, invite friends to come and join us, that we are live. 4 beautiful ladies this morning want to talk to you, want to touch your life. So stay tuned. When we come back from the break, we are going to go into the discussion of the day. We shall be right back.
entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world.
Welcome back to the Morning Star Breakfast Show. I promise you that today is going to be entertaining, interesting, and I also said when we come back from a short break, we are going to introduce the topic of discuss today. Just in case you're joining us for the first time, this is the Morning Star Breakfast Show with the four beautiful ladies this morning to talk to you and for you to also talk to us. So we have the means of you to talk to us. Call us in, go through our YouTube, and then drop your message, interact with us this morning. So today here we have something special we want to share with you. Like I promised that it's something that has to do with our individual and personal lives, that sometimes we do not know that we exhibit these things, and sometimes maybe we know but we are just not paying attention to it, and sometimes we don't really know how to exhibit most of these things. So today here we want to talk about obsession and true love. Now the topic is, or the question is, does obsession equalize true love? Does obsession equalize true love? When we are talking about true love and we are talking about obsession, some people mistake true love to be obsession, and then some people mistake obsession to be true love. So today we want to talk about it. We've heard that before, no, but this time around you're going to hear it in a different way. We're going to talk about true love, what it means, what it takes to love somebody truly, and obsession, because sometimes you can be obsessed about something or someone, but you do know that you're obsessed with that thing. And obsession, from what I've checked, is really not good, but it's also not like terribly bad. So today we are going to talk about it, and it's going to be interesting, I promise you. Okay, while I'm talking too much, I'm not doing the talking alone. That's why we have these four beautiful people to talk about this topic of today. Now we are going to start, yeah? Let's start with the common one, which everybody knows. True love. What is true love? What is true love? The question is, what is true love? Anyway, I'm going to ask you.
I started yesterday. Was I the one that said it yesterday? Okay, it's okay.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Okay,
Yeah.
True love, to my own understanding, let me say love, because true love, when you say true love, that is loving someone 100%. When you love someone 100%.
Yeah.
And that is the kind of love that our Father has for us. I think that's the kind of love only the Father has for us. I mean, individually, when we say true love, that is the love without hate, the love without hate, anger, the love without, because our Father said when once we are able to overcome those tools that will make us feel like we are derailing from the love pattern. So I feel I should just talk about love, because true love is hard to come by these days. Even our parents, you say, oh, well, what about our parents? Or let's say our spouse. Our spouse sometimes, or when I'm talking about spouse, sometimes people say in marriage, love, they used to keep love aside, and then talk about the trust, talk about the compatibility, talking about the longevity of how the marriage is going to last. Sometimes marriage suffers, some people, what I'm trying to say is that some people step aside love, some they say love has finished. What is remaining is maybe it's the children that is holding the marriage and stuff like that. Because if I'm talking about now, if I want to say true love is only given to us by our Father, just by our Father, just the only person that gives true love is from our Father. Just us individually, what we do is love, because sometimes they say you love someone for a reason. Love has to be for a reason. You have a reason to love someone. The reason could be maybe in a relationship, the person is your spec, so you tend to have the strong feelings towards the person or towards someone because the person is your spec. In siblings, the love you have for your siblings could be blood, could be because both of us are sharing the same blood. If that person wasn't bloodly related, I don't think you will express, you understand, the same love you have for the person. If it's in work that's I'm trying to define love in different
different
you
ways.
know, so if it's in maybe work related or office, they say love for your colleagues. The love you're talking about is cooperation, teamwork. You understand? Not necessarily. Not necessarily. I'm not talking about hatred. I mean the love in work in offices. We're talking about teamwork and stuff like that. Now, when we go to church, the love you have for your brethren in church is, let's say, the love you have for my sister, this is my sister, this is my brother. You understand? Sometimes we have the pretense love because after the church service we go back home and just forget about it. So I feel the only true love we have here is the Father's love towards us. But individually, love is classified as a strong affection someone have towards someone. The strong feeling someone expresses towards someone. But the Father has sacrificing love for us. He has undying love for us. He has unconditional love for us. Unconditional love for us. So, for my honest definition, with those few points of mine, I believe I have been able to define love. If our spouse, the love can be there. Like I said, if maybe from relationship, love can be there because you're feeling attracted to the person because you feel the person is your spec, and then when you gradually move into an advanced level, you start looking at the person as someone who is going to be with you or someone who is compatible with you. So you feel that the energy is flowing. The energy is flowing to keep the person safe. The person is, maybe want to spend the rest of your life with you. The person is someone who's going to bring your family, your children into the world. So like that, the likeness turned into deep affection for the person. But I believe only the Father expresses true love.
True love.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so I know that as Amy is talking, most of us have like ideas in our head and something we want to chip in at the same time. Yeah. So also we have different ways we define love.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's due to experience. Sometimes it's due to something that you have passed through. Sometimes we just wake up and due to the way this person treats you, be like, this person loves me. Yeah. So all of us have different definition. If it's the same, you can as well concur. If it's not, you can say no. I define love in a different way. Yeah. So let's hear from you.
Thank you so much. It's almost similar with what she said earlier. Yeah, love is unconditional. Love does not segregate. Love, true love is immeasurable. It is measureless. Yeah, nothing can quantify it. And where there is true love, there is no hatred, like she said. So it's almost similar. There is no hatred. You don't even see anything wrong with the person. Yeah, I think we've said this before on our set. Yeah, where there is true love, you don't see anything wrong with the person. In fact, you're being blinded by it. And you see everything, correct. And that is the love Father shows to us. That is what He demonstrates to us every day, like day in, day out. No matter what you do, you still realize that God loves. In fact, that is when He loves you the most. He will not join the humans to hate on you or say you did this. He will continue to show you that 100% love. So in my own understanding or definition, love is measureless. Love does not segregate. It doesn't discriminate. Love doesn't hate. Love doesn't backbite. Love does not keep memories. Like, remember that thing you did to me last week? I will never forget in my life. Yeah. Love does not keep memories like that. In fact, they burn it, they bury it. In fact, the moment you speak out your mind, that thing you did, I didn't like it. Somebody that really loves you will just bury it after the whole apology. Yeah, it will be buried and it will never be uprooted. That is where it remains. They let the bygones be bygones. Yeah, that is where it will remain. It will never be brought back. But where you see that there is no true love, that's where somebody keeps reminding you, you did something bad. I will never forget. I will never forgive you in my life as long as I live. So true love does not do all those things. And the only person, like she had rightly said, that demonstrates true love and that shows true love in actions and in everything, that has the virtue, is our God.
You've course. Thank you so much, bravo, Sister.
Thank you.
Yes, I know Peace has been eager. She can't wait to spill out her own idea on love. Okay, let's say it then.
Yeah, I think I agree with what Sister Amy Young and Ruth is saying, because there's no two ways about it.
Of course.
Love is forgiveness. Love is caring. You know, to look at the meaning of love, we say that it's a strong positive feelings of regard or affection.
For
Sister
someone.
Amy Young said so, for someone. So sometimes people tend to, misinterpret this for feelings. Like you see somebody, maybe the person is just fake, just like Sister Amy Young has said. The person is just fake, or you love one or two things. Maybe the person is intelligent, or the person is beautiful, and wow, I love this person. No, we get to hear people say that, wow, I love this person, but that's feeling, that's infatuation. But love, whether you are handsome, whether you are ugly, whether you are intelligent, whether you are tall or short, whether you are endowed with all these materialistic or physical physique or not, you love that person, and that's true love. True love does not look at what the person has or what the person does not have. True love goes beyond that. True love cares for the person. It does, whether you're my family member or not. True love does not see that. That's why the Father said, let's learn to practice this love. When we learn to practice this love, we tend to see that so many things. You see, the hatred people suffer from, the wars, you see that it will go away.
Yeah,
there will be peace, because that's what love brings at the end. It brings peace. So for me, I think love goes beyond what people see. Love is the only genuine feelings that brings peace. And that our Father has been preaching that, and he is the only good example of love. So I think I agree with them. I don't have much to say.
Yes. I don't think there's anybody here that wants to disagree with that.
Yeah.
I mean, there are so many ways we define love in our own understanding. Everybody has their own, but in summary, love is just caring, supporting. Love is just, showing affection to somebody. It must not be related to you. When you just see somebody that is in need and you help the person, that is pure love. When you see somebody that needs advice, need help, you just do it without asking anything in return. That is true love. That is pure love. And if we keep on exhibiting these characters every day, like Peace said, the world will be at peace. It's the greatest key to peace. And now I think from what Sister Ruth said, I was listening, he said, and when you love somebody, you don't see the wrong in the person. And that's what leads to obsession. When somebody does something, if you really love the person, you will see the wrong in the person and you will tell the person. Now, yes, in as much as you said, I also agree with you on the other hand. So sometimes, because of that, because of the way we love people, or maybe we tend not to see the wrong that these people are doing, even though we know that this thing is very wrong, that you're supposed to talk to the person against this thing. Our parents will always say that if I don't beat you, that means I don't love you.
Yes.
If I don't do this, that means I don't love you. I don't know if that's true, but that is true, because the truth is that molded most of us. We, the African children, the beatings that we have received from our mommy. Amy, I don't know if you ever spanked by your mom.
Growing up in an African home, you should not be spanked by your mom specifically, because my dad usually used to avoid spanking us because he said, if I spank you, you will die. So it's usually my mom that does the beating, that does the punishment. Sometimes she just give us small punishment. Sometimes she just use the spatula.
At that time, do we see that they were exhibiting love to us, or we just saw that this woman does not like me?
Well, even in the Bible, they say, spare the rod and spoil the child. At that time, we always see that, she doesn't like, as children now, but growing up, we have realized that we really fucked up, and so our parents are, our mom did one or two to correct us, but as a child, that's why if you are correcting your child, you should try and correct it with love. I know that sometimes anger is inevitable when you're so upset, you tend to express the anger. But let the child see that you are actually doing it in love. That is why when you spank the child, you call the child back. And talk to the child. Mommy was really angry, but I don't want you to do that thing. At that point, the child will realize, not allowing the child to grow up for the child to later go and discover that okay, this is what my because the child will start growing up with the notion that my mom hates
Does
me,
not like me,
my
yes.
dad hates me and stuff like that. That's why they say you beat this one, this other hand,
Right
you,
hand,
you
you
draw.
drop
it.
So it's always necessary that whenever you do the punishment, a lot of spanking and all that, you advise. Though the father is kicking against spanking
Yeah,
and beating
of course.
children, which is not advisable, which we won't even advise you to do that. So the easiest is to talk. Communication matters a lot. Sometimes I know we always run out of what to say, but you pray and you communicate, you talk to them, you know, and you can give them grounding. Americans call it, you're grounded. You're grounded. Go to your room and get your phone and stuff like that. You're grounded. So we have other different psychological
does it work in
punishments.
Nigeria?
I don't know, my sister. I don't have a child yet.
If you ground your child, that child will be so happy. Unlike the Western world,
Okay.
you feel very, very depressed. Here, if you ground your child, that child will be very happy. Provided there is light
It depends.
and there is food, that child will be very, very happy. In fact, mommy, keep grounding me.
Well,
And just give me all that I want in the house. But if you, I think in here in Africa, if you really want to ground your child and make that child feel, that the child is being punished, I think you should seize the phone
Yeah.
and maybe no TV, seize the remote, and just stay there as if you're in the prison. Seize the phone, all means of communication and views. I think that is where the child will realize that yes, Mr. Joy has a lot. She has a lot to say. But
yeah,
then that's not
like-
all. After everything, it is also expedient for the parent or the mother, whosoever had grounded the child, to later call back the child and tell the child why he or she grounded the child. You get, and then say, okay, you've lifted the
Punishment.
the punishment. You are now free to do everything you want, but do not do this particular thing again. It's always very, very important to let the child know the rights and the wrong. Mr. Joy, please.
Thank you. You know what I'm saying is because she said that if you want to ground your child, like you need to seize the phone, take the remote, don't on the TV and all of that. Well, in this African world that we are, I'm gonna sleep on my bed. One thing is that, and if another thing, I feel that if I want to ground my own child, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put you on fasting. I'm going to give you fasting. Like you need to revive your spiritual, your spiritual life. So when you are on fasting, you don't eat. You're locked in one room. You don't eat for like some hours. Mommy, please, I'm going to be taken. I'm hungry. When they realize sometimes, this is it's not like you're starving your children. Now, another thing, when you starve your children and you let them out, it's
Yes,
bad.
it's very, very. I
But
was
when
going to say that.
that's when you starve them and you keep them at home, you give them fasting to do. I'm not going to say starve. You give them fasting to do some compulsory
And close
fasting.
supervision. So and let
Why
them
not?
pray
Very
every 3
close.
hours.
Very close. So now you're just going to be doing fasting unnecessarily that you do not plan for. Then maybe that can also help you and then also revive your spiritual health back. So sometimes even when you seize, but at this time when you're doing like that, you have to also seize their phones. Don't give them access to all of those things, and then you give them fasting. It's not about, that's why I use the word fasting, not starving. So meaning that some point or at a period of time you have to give them food, but not like the 3 square meals that they usually get all the time. But anyways, let's go back to the discussion of the day. We're talking about true love and obsession. I was actually talking about the part where Sister Ruth said sometimes because of the way when we love somebody truly, we don't see the wrong. Yes, I also understand the part she's talking about. Don't see the wrong, meaning that you don't judge them by the things they do. You just let go. You don't look at. Sometimes when we want to help somebody, we say, that one, this way they do like this, this one is doing like this. How can I help that kind of a person? Now, this is the part I believe you were talking about. You don't look at the wrong of the person where you want to help them. You don't look at the things that they have done to you, the bad things they have done, and say because of that. So true love covers all of those things. Now, on the other hand, too, true love also points out the negative thing somebody is doing, and then you say to this person, Sister Peace, I don't like this thing you did. And when you confront the person and you're able to express how you feel about it, it's because you care about that person and you want to make amends with the person. Now, a situation whereby this person is doing wrong and you're watching, and you'll be like, oh no, there's nothing wrong, no. You're supporting anything the person does. If somebody comes out and wants to talk to this person, you'll be like, no, leave him. He's right, she's right, leave her, she's right. You are actually, I don't know, at this point, if you're obsessed with the person that you don't see anything wrong with this thing that this person is doing, somebody is beating you, and you don't have any issues with that. No, that's how we do it here. No, he loves me. He's beating because you are obsessed, and it's a sickness. So now, anyways, I don't really know if that's how we define obsession, but I'll also like, please, what do you think? What's your own take about obsession? How do you know somebody's obsessed?
I think when someone is obsessed, it's equals to say this deep. Sometimes people tend to define it the way they define love, but in the other way around is wrong because of the negative aspect attached. You see the person clinging to one particular or to that person, and you made mention of being blinded to that person. I think at that point that person is obsessed because you know that this person is doing something wrong because of the deep attached feeling you have towards this person, and you're trying to cover up. Maybe okay, let's just for example this cup. Sister Ruth carried this cup. Let me not use the word stove. Carried this cup and hide it behind her. And now the real owner of this cup came. And now who carried my cup and all of that? And Sister Ruth is saying, no, I'm not the one. And because of the deep feelings I have for her, I'll try to protect her, like her image. Instead of telling her, bring it out and give it to that person. Cautioning her, like bringing it out. That's love I'm showing to her. But by the time I'm trying to protect her interest, whereas what she's doing is wrong, that's obsession because I'm trying to, because of the strong feelings I have towards her, I'm trying to cover up her evil doing. And at the same time, she's hurting her own life. So I think obsession comes in various ways, where you see the person having this deep, and the person sometimes wants this particular person for his or her own self. Alone. Alone. Doesn't want to see this person with another person, even like communicating, like the way two of us we are communicating. If someone who loves me, if someone who is obsessed about me would not want to see me talk to you, that's obsession. He's trying to keep me to his or herself.
So would you say it's healthy?
No, it's wrong. It's not healthy because you are hurting the other person at the same time hurting yourself. So I don't see any health benefit or relationship there. So that's obsession, and it's wrong. It kills. And you sometimes see this person when once this person whom he or she is showing this affection to, this deep affection to, is not returning the affection, but you tend to see this person always either wants to do suicide, wants to kill the person, you know, he's always going naughty and all of that. So that's obsession for me.
Okay. Amy?
Oh, okay. So picking up from...
Have you ever experienced somebody being obsessed with you?
Yeah, we've had terrible cases like that.
Okay.
Picking up from where she stopped, you always want to see, if you don't want to see, if you can't have the person, you rather die.
Or
kill the person.
Yeah,
you understand?
Kill
Watch Nigerian movies like, if I don't have you, I kill you.
Nobody else will.
Yeah, if I don't have you, nobody else will. That is obsession. I mean, obsession, if someone wants to describe obsession, like when I describe love, the definition of love, and when you said something very knowledgeable, that when you have feelings for someone, that is not love. Sometimes feelings can also be interpreted in lust. When you're lusting after someone, it doesn't mean that you're having feeling for the person, my dear. I mean, okay, you could lust after like someone's physical attribute. It goes with the opposites, you understand? The girls could be for the girls could be the physical. Even for the boys too, you're lusting after a man or a guy because the person possesses physical attributes. You're lusting after a woman because the person possesses physical attribute. Sometimes that lust can lead to obsession because I sometimes too, the love you have for someone can also lead to obsession. It is interwoven, you understand? I mean, the affection, love that I'm talking about can sometimes lead to obsession. That is when you constantly want to be with that person, you know, constantly texting, constantly calling. You're just dropping a call. Oh my God, let me call you. You understand? Constantly. that is to identify that you are actually obsessed with the person.
Yeah.
And then when you talk about the physical attribute, if you cannot, some people who are obsessed cannot deal with distance relationship. For example, now if your spouse or if your partner. Okay, let's take this call before I continue.
Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good,
Good
morning,
morning.
Sister Gladys. How are you?
Good morning, Sister Joy Gamble, Sister Amy Pete,
Good morning, ma'am.
and Sister Ruth.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Authentic group. Yeah, I'm enjoying the topic of the day. I know that love has no bounds. But the best love we have is from the Father.
Yeah.
But the love that is being obsessed has to be one that one has to be very careful. That people have said here that when one is so much obsessed with someone, it can even lead to death at times. You see a lot of people that if I can't have you, I must destroy the person. Maybe someone you've been in love with in the past, and then you decide to go your separate ways, and then you insist on still keeping such a person even where there's no reason for it, for two of you to still remain in love. So I think the best love we have is the love that is pure and the one that knows no bounds, and most importantly, the best love we have is from the Father,
Yeah.
and their love Father. So let's come back. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful
Thank you.
day.
All right, thank you.
Thank
you
you,
too.
ma'am.
Enjoy the rest of the program. All right. Okay, yeah, that was from Sister Gladys, all the way from USA. I really want to applaud that sister
Yeah.
because by this time that she's supposed to be sleeping, she's always up watching and contributing and calling. Father bless you so much, Sister
Amen.
Gladys. All right, Amy.
Yeah, but just like as I was saying, so talking about obsession, in a relationship where there is no trust. I mean, for example, now because you were lost in after the features. Maybe probably you went into a relationship because probably you were lost in after the features of your opposite partner, and then if that, like I said, obsession can't deal with a long distance relationship because before you know now you start thinking maybe the person is cheating on you somewhere, and you understand you're so uncomfortable where you are. You always want to be around the person. Now another one is when you're obsessed with the person, you always want to make you fit into the person's kind of person. For example, now if you're chubby kind of in nature, and the person you are obsessed with maybe likes people who are slim, so you tend to go and lose weight. You take something, you do something, you know, drink drugs, you understand, lose weight just to fit into the person's category.
Yeah.
If the person likes fair person, you will bleach your skin just to be fair. If the person, so if you're, that's why I'm just trying to identify that when you are obsessed with someone, because some people do not know that they are actually obsessed with this person. Not even, they say, I love you deeply, I think about you every second. My sister, you have never thought about God every second. Or my brother, you don't think about God every second. But if it's individual, you don't even think about your future. You don't think about what you're going to eat. The person is constantly in your mind. You're obsessed with the person. When you cannot take your mind away from the person. Sometimes when you crush over someone, that crush tends to become something else. It grows into something else. You're obsessed with the person. Sometimes you could be in a relationship. You can watch your partner take some hard drugs, do so many things in your presence. Instead of you condemning it, you are
Applauding.
embracing it. You are actually obsessed. In a relationship that you cannot say anything, everything. Yes, darling. Yes, darling. Yes, darling. Yes, darling. You know, you're obsessed with the person because it's supposed to be 50-50. So I feel that's my own way I could identify that, okay, you're obsessed. Moreover, if you're in a relationship, or if, yeah, let's say relationship, because that's when you say you love someone, that's when obsession comes, because I cannot be obsessed with my siblings. How can I be obsessed with my siblings? Or sometimes brothers can be overprotective of their sisters, or sister can be overprotective of their brother. But obsession usually comes when you share emotional feelings with someone. You understand? That's why I'm talking. My example always go with partners, with spouse. Like I wanted, I've even forgotten what I want to say. But what I want to categorize obsession is when you have obsession with someone, and the person, maybe for example, the person is not reciprocating the love, maybe the feeling. Let me say the feeling you have. You understand? You're just forcing yourself. You're trying to force yourself on the person. You're trying to force yourself on the person. You're obsessed, because if you love the person, give the person time. Give the person space. You understand? But when you are like there, almost there every time, you're on top of the matter, you want the person to love you right back, and you're obsessed with the person. So I feel that's my own view and my own opinion on obsession.
Okay.
I don't really have
Mr.
to-
Ruth.
Okay, the last man standing. Okay, my own understanding, obsession is having this an overwhelming possession over somebody. Yeah, like she rightly, no, Mr. Peace rightly said, wanting to like control somebody because you have deep affection for that person. You're always looking out for the person, even when you're far away. For example, I could be here and somebody could be behind the camera. I'm here talking, right? But my thoughts, my everything is there. To the point that if that person is about to sleep, I might just sleep, you get. Because my mind is there. That's me being obsessed, right? I am here. I'm supposed, my mind, my body and soul is supposed to be here. But it's only my soul that is here. Sorry, my body that is here. Yeah, my soul is looking out for someone else. So in my own understanding, I think that's obsession. And again, I could say obsession is very, very bad. Especially for those persons that would like to say, if I can't have this, nobody else will. That's killed a lot, especially, like recently I saw a post, something happened in South Africa where a lady was shot 9 times. I think that was obsession, because they had lived together for over, I think, 8 years. I would think that's obsession. Because you didn't allow this sister was not comfortable in the marriage and decided to leave. And you kept promising her, if you leave, I am going to do I'm going to do something very dreadful. And he ended up doing it. That is obsession. This sister is not comfortable. She has every right. Because you're not yet married, she has every right to walk out of the relationship. And the moment she did that, in fact, she left the whole of the province and left and went to another province where he like looked for her and went and shot her there. That is obsession. Now that's the category of people that like saying, if I cannot have you, nobody else will. But in the other hand, if you want to really look at this obsession, you would say some love is is being molded with obsession. For example, you are in love, you don't call the person will be like, okay, there is no love. And when you start calling the person, checking up every time, you're being obsessed. Okay. So you see, it's complicated.
Yeah.
It's
like interwoven.
Yes. If you don't call to check up on the person, one might think that your attention is divided. If you're not giving me the attention, then you're giving it to someone else. And then when you decide to put all your attention in one basket now, one will define it as being obsessed. That's why I said it's complicated. It is not wrong to be obsessed, but it is very, very bad to be over-obsessed to the point of saying, if I cannot do this, no other person will. I think it should be, controlled.
Thank you.
Okay, I think I still have a little thing to add to what she's saying. Because for me, this thing called obsession goes beyond a man and a woman kind of obsessive feelings. I've once watched a movie where a girl was obsessed towards the other girl, and you get to see that the clothes the other girl, or should I call the culprit, the clothes she wears, this lady that's obsessed with her wants to buy that same clothes, wants to even look like her, to the point of always going to do like surgery and all of that just to look like that girl. So that shows you what obsession can do, even between two genders, like of the same sex, and all of that. So I think obsession is very unhealthy.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Let me
well,
add to,
Okay.
let me bring it back to our fold now.
Okay.
Yeah, where you have some people leave the fellowship of the kingdom
Yeah.
to another church, but they keep receiving revelations like you have to go back to your first love. That everywhere they go, they see a man wearing a man in red behind them. That's everything they do. The man is always behind them. Now, could that be obsession? I don't know.
No, that's not obsession.
Like no, I don't know if you understand what I mean.
Okay.
Like you have left the kingdom to another church, right?
Okay.
But you keep. It has happened to I think she's now a Christ ambassador.
Okay.
Now, yeah, that was back then where she was senior Christ servant. Like father, gave her small test, and then she felt her whole world was over and decided to leave. You know, she went to this, went to. They kept telling her that you have to go. That's where you are worshiping. There is God. That is the only place that there is. In fact, there is God in Africa, and that Africa is in Nigeria specifically. But she kept doubting. You know, she kept doubting. There is nothing like that. If there was God in Brotherhood of the Cross and Star, wouldn't have, you know, this wouldn't have happened to me. Yes, but they kept telling her, you have to go back, you have to go back, you have to go back. In fact, she also testified that anytime she sleeps, she sees the Father.
Okay.
She sees the Father, and at the end of the day, she saw why she was tested. You know, it was bound to happen so that Father will take His glory, and so that it will also catapult her to the next level. So yeah, what I'm trying to say now is, could that be divine obsession? Let me put it that way.
No.
No. I wouldn't agree with that.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
I feel that's a spiritual problem entirely. Yeah, that's a different thing. I think that those kind of issues or discussions are being brought up in a prayer line programs,
Okay.
yes, where you're having a spiritual problem, you don't know where to go, you don't know what to do. So, you know, when somebody gives you a revelation and say this is your problem, I think that's not like obsession. You are running away from something, so you're not being obsessed with that
about
thing.
that
And now the thing you're running away is actually your salvation.
Yes,
So
yes.
go back to whatever it is that you're running away from, and you'll be safe. Anyways, I would say
instead
that's
of-
obsession.
Yeah, I would also agree, because instead of deviating from the matter, let's talk about it because she has brought it. I wouldn't see it as obsession. You know, this kingdom, we have a father. He's our father.
Yeah.
If you've watched the Lion King, the Simba
Yeah,
Lion King,
watched it.
when Simba grew into matured lion, you could see that there was a scene that when he roared, his father behind him was roaring too. Me, anywhere I go, anybody who would see me spiritual, because the father said, I am always with you.
With you, yeah.
You understand?
Sometimes behind
Physically,
you,
and even when the
spiritually.
father said, go. Even there's an Ibibio word that said, so that point in time,
Please interpret for our
that
audience.
is the
God
father
sent
saying
you.
you to work, like to go work for him, but he does the work by himself.
Yeah.
And by himself, sorry. So at that time, the woman was going through a phase in time where she had to, where the father had to test, let's say,
Faith.
our faith.
Yes.
But the father won't send on that ministry work if he's not going with
Exactly.
her. So
And he
anybody,
kept appearing everywhere
yes,
she went.
you understand that anybody who will see, to know that she is a true daughter of the father, anyone who will see her will surely see the father in her.
Yeah.
So that is what I will call it. You understand? The father is always with us. So any evil eye who will look at us will see the father in us.
Yeah.
So
You
that's what I'm
understand?
saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
It is
this
not
is
option.
where her salvation is.
Yeah.
So go
Exactly.
back to
Yeah.
where your salvation
Literally.
is. Everybody is giving her this message as she being stubborn. She does not want to accept that. I was there and this thing happened to me.
Yeah.
Go back to that place
Your
and
first
see.
love.
Exactly. So anyways, we are talking about true love and obsession and so on and so forth. We have all defined the way true love is to what each and every one of us, everybody have given out their opinion what true love is and obsession. I am personally equally, what I would talk about obsession is that sometimes we may not only be obsessed with humans.
Yeah.
There are other things that can that can that can put us in that obsessive mood. Yeah. Sometimes we get obsessed with money.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get obsessed with cars. Sometimes we get obsessed with, material things. And these things are not healthy. They are traumatizing and they lead to depression. And depression leads to untimely death.
Exactly.
Depression leads to suicide. Depression leads to suicide, and then from there, you're gone. So when you're obsessed with something, it can only traumatize you, and then at the end of the day, it will put you into depression. And there is nobody that is in depression that is happy at the end of the day, because if you're not okay, if you don't talk about your issues, if you don't let go of that thing, it will kill you. You just wake up and one day you feel like you don't want to live again, and then you take something and you die, or you better go and jump into a lake or do something, and you're gone. So in as much as we are talking about obsession, we should also look at other aspects of it, not just humans, but mostly it's more common in humans. We the humans, we are obsessed about this thing. That's why I say it happens to us individually. Personally, we are experiencing these things, but we don't know. Now there are people that cannot do without phone. I think basically almost all of us are obsessed with our phones. Amy knows what I'm talking about. I am also, yes, it's not like obsessed, but I don't know if you can ever stay a day to 1 week without phone and then you feel okay. Some people, if you take this phone away from them, they will be like, I can't eat. No, I can't sleep. I can't do this. No, don't talk to me. They just get like things make them angry, and they don't just find joy in anything until they get there. Oh, my baby's back. So sometimes we can be obsessed with things, and because of that, we will tend to go extra miles to get that thing. There are people that are obsessed with iPhone. They'll be like, me, I'm not using the latest iPhone. I must get that iPhone. And then the next thing, they go into do different things just because they're obsessed with iPhone. They want to get that thing. This is individual lives. This is something
what is happening on a daily basis.
It's happening on a daily basis, and it is damaging you. At the end of the day, if you actually have or exhibit what they call true love in you, there are things that you will just look at and say, this thing is not worth it. That thing is not worth it. Because when you're obsessed about something, you tend to do the wrong thing just to get that thing. Anyways, we are still discussing. This topic is not over yet because we have a lot to talk about. We are going to talk about how you can control obsession, how to handle obsession, and people that are obsessed around you, the best approach to it, and so on and so forth. I hope this benefits you. I hope you get something out of it at the end of the day. But anyways, let's take a vox pop first, and then let's see what people define true love as in the streets. We'll be right back. Sit tight, don't go away.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world.
Good to know you are still on our show. In case you are joining us for the first time, I am Peace Aaron, and I'm out here on the streets of Calabar, What Market to be precisely, with the topic love. Stay tuned as we sought to find out the opinion from the people out there what true love is to them. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world.
Starcross Television.
Israel Tom.
How can you describe true love?
True love is someone that is faithful to you. You are too faithful to the person. That is all about true love. You are not cheating on the person and the person is not cheating on you. That is all about true love.
Thanks for your opinion.
Thank you.
My name is Jack Sunday of True love has to do with feeling for another person. What you wish for yourself, the same should go for the other person. It shouldn't be selfish. It shouldn't be manipulative. In fact, to a great extent, the good of the other person, your goodwill towards the other person is what I sincerely know to be true love, not what you get at most occasions. That is what I see to be true love.
Mrs. Ode, Jesus is true love, real love. Can't be found anywhere in the world. We talk about love, we look at what Jesus did for us on the cross, and we can now equate the love we talk about. For somebody to die in my place, not knowing me, not knowing who I am and what I am, and not caring about the things I have done, and yet choose to die for my sake. That's real love, as far as I'm concerned. For me, that's real love. And for me to say I love the other person, I have to toe the same line.
My understanding about true love is that when we were playing love, that is what I know about true love. That love, you see a girl on the road, when you talk to a girl and know that is what we call a true love. We don't talk of love of money now. And even when we have a true love, even where a girl will dress, you tell your lover, stop this, and he will hear it. But now even you tell a girl to stop what he's wearing, he will not look because he's not in love with you. And some of us, we don't know about love now. Like personally, I don't know that there's love now. You have to talk about love now is money. That's what I know about love for now. Because it's our mother, our father, and we. When I get my wife, that is what we call of true love. Even when I have a problem in my exams, he stood by me. That's what we call love.
My name is Chief Barrister Ikobi. Well, my understanding, in my view, is that true love is that love you express without preconditions. When we mean you love somebody or anything, you don't attach conditions to it. You just love that person for what he is. And in fact, it comes from the innermost part of your mind, from the, So that is what we mean by true love. It doesn't carry along with it conditions. It doesn't carry along with it attachment of anything. When you love somebody, you just go after him or her for what he is without preconditions. If you started saying, I want a tall person, a black person, and this and that, you are not in love with that thing because you are attaching some conditions into that. So you love somebody for what he is. In fact, it flows from the mind. When you see somebody, the greatest mystery for us is to express what love is really about. A man, a woman see themselves and they became lovers. What really is the attachment to such people? What flows in between them? Is it the genes or what? That is why I'm saying that love goes without precondition.
I'm Wisdom. True love. Okay, to my own understanding, what I understand by true love is when someone feels the same way you feel for her or him. Like both of you share the same feelings. That is true love for me.
I'm Glory by name. Well, to my best of knowledge, true love is when the both party have this genuine affection. To me, it's an affection towards each other, and not just to have like the actions towards it proves. Because when you talk about true love comes with a whole lot of things. It comes with endurance, patience, and all that, and it's kind. It does not hurt people. When you love someone, I don't think you want to hurt that person. So that is my best way of describing what true love is.
Pastor Sim, true love in a Christian way, a repentant child of God. If you are a repentant child of God, first you accept Christ Jesus in your life as a Lord and Savior. You dedicate and commit yourself to Him. Then if by a virtue of time you are mature to the point of marriage, now the husband and wife, that's when you get married, the husband and wife, a true love is you share everything you have in common. In general, there's no secret thing of keeping secret. Keeping your wife's secret or the wife keeping the husband's secret. You share everything in common and do everything in common, and then let there be love, association. Share everything direct and open without any secrets. A woman having a personal account and keep it somewhere. The wife having her face somewhere. At the same time, you keep your wife's secret of some amount of money you're having. You keep secret from her. That is not love. Real love is just, we call it agapet love, where you will Share everything you have with your wife in common. No, there's no secret about it.
Thanks for staying tuned with us. This is how far we can go. You have heard it from the people out there what true love is. Some say true love is the understanding between both parties. Some say true love is the love between a man and a woman, a boy and a girl. And some say true love is the love that Jesus Christ suffered for them on the cross of Calvary and lots more. Once again, I am Peace Aaron. See you on our next episode.
Stars Television is the only entertaining station.
Thank you very much, Sister Peace Aaron, for being on the streets of Calabar to do justice to that question. How can you define true love? Yeah. Thank you so much, and for all the responses we had from the streets of Calabar, we are saluting you all. You all did perfectly well. And to bring it back to the studio, how can true love? We've already talked about that here on in the studio. Now we are moving to how depression can be controlled. Yeah, how it can be controlled. Because
that's obsession.
Obsession.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. Thank you very much. Now we are moving to how obsession can be controlled, because it's good and it is also bad. Now, in the aspect of being bad, it is bad in the sense when you meet somebody that says, if I don't get this thing, nobody else can get it. And before we talk about that, we also like to talk about what Sister Joy rightly said. She talks about depression not only having to do with humans. So let's talk about that first before we move into how it can be controlled. Now, taking us back to school, you realize that a lot of students in school are obsessed. They're obsessed with phones. They're obsessed with material things like what they wear. You see somebody starts, when you say a one student, the person is very natural. In fact, home training is still telling all over the person's appearance, way of dressing, way of talking, and manner, everything. But when that child reaches year 2, everything seems to change around the person. The person starts like being obsessed with money. In fact, it's okay to be obsessed with money, but if you're obsessed with money, to make you go out and work. I mean the sense of yes, because you want to get that money. And I salute all the father children out there working day in, day out to make the money. Now you see a lot of students, like they want to level up with some students. Meanwhile, those students wearing all the heaven and earth is actually their parents' money. They're not working for it. They're not doing some indecent jobs to get that what they're wearing. But you, because you're obsessed with what your friend is wearing, you want by all means to put on the same thing your friend is wearing. You find out that you're going to do something you're not supposed to do because you are trying to level up. So I would like us to talk about that, Sister Joy. How can that be controlled?
Yes. Thank you, Sister Ruth. Anyways, there are so many ways you can distract yourself from being obsessed with something, with things, with people, So from me here, sometimes we have also been obsessed. There was a period that I just decided to put my phone away for a while. Now, I needed to get my grades up there, being that this is my final exams. I want to write it, and I needed to concentrate. And my greatest distraction in life is my phone. So at this point, I have a mission I want to focus on. So the best way, what I did was to put my phone aside. I made sure I did not subscribe, because the moment you subscribe, internet is everything in your phone. When you have internet, you want to explore, you want to do this, you want to do that. So I decided not to subscribe. I just pulled off my phone and said, no, this period, myself and my table every night. And then I noticed that after dropping my phone, I decided that I was going to do this, and I was concentrating in reading. Now, when you do away with your phone, you will not be listening to the calls that will be coming. People will not be calling you. All those things will not be distracting you. Now, number one is distracting yourself, putting away that particular thing that is obsessing you. I'm also going to give life experience, which I wouldn't like to disclose or whatever. But there is somebody I know that was obsessed about a person. she was obsessed to a point that if she doesn't see this person in a day, if she doesn't talk to this person in a day, she can die, she can, like, it was really bad. And then I had the opportunity to talk to the person. She was obsessed in a way that, I don't know, like there's this feeling, the way she expressed you, the way she talk about this person, is as if she can't do away with this person in life. Like she can't separate from this person. And now, the bad thing is that the person that she is obsessed with is not even having any form of feelings for her. So now that is like very bad and dangerous. Now it is different when this person is reciprocating the same approach you're giving. But it's not like that. So it makes it worse because she gets sick. Sometimes she just stay and then she just collapse like that and she pass out and then she wake up again. So it was bad. It was bad. And then the only thing I told her, I said, I feel like this is a spiritual attack. I started by saying this is a spiritual attack. No, I know it wasn't spiritual, but it was the way she had developed her feelings for this person that she can't detach away from this person. So I told her to pray about it. Because there's some obsession that you don't, it's not really like mostly physical things that will stop you from being obsessed. So I told her to pray about it, that this thing is not ordinary anymore. I said this is beyond normal. How can you be so obsessed about one person like that and this person does not even really care about you and you're so obsessed? Pray about it. So I helped her. I was there with her. We prayed about every night. I wake her up, let's pray.
Was she able to come out of it?
Yes, she was able to come out of it. I said you need to tell Father to let me just confess. My prayer point was I gave to her was tell Father to tell this person to make you hate this person. Honestly speaking, just pray for God to give you hatred for this person. Maybe from there something can start or something can work. You know, so I'm not praying like evil, but I'm just, maybe if you have a little bit of hatred for this person, the person will just go, you know. So I was like, pray for God to make you hate this person, even if it means for him to make you hate it. Just make sure you pray for God to take away this obsession, you know. We used to pray. Sometimes I'll give her fasting. I said, this time today we are going to fast. So I was doing the thing with her, fasting with her, you know, so just to make sure that she comes out of it. You understand?
That takes us back to true love. That was her displaying true love.
Exactly. Yes. You know, and again,
without knowing.
So without knowing, who knows? So I really wanted her to come out of this depression, because at the end of the day she was starting to be depressed, you know, because when she calls, the person doesn't pick. I said no, it's too much. So you start by distracting yourself. Sometimes you can, when you see that it's something that is too much, like when you have so much urge for money, you need to pray about it. God should make you to be contented in life. Because when you have so much urge, you have so much passion for money, you want to, anything money, you want to get involved, at the end of the day, you are going to find yourself being obsessed with money. And obsession can lead you to killing. Obsession will lead you to doing things that you're not supposed to do, that are not godly. You understand? You now swell your hand and all of those things just because you want to get money. You're obsessed with it. You know, so you distract yourself from those things. Engage yourself in a mission. Do something that, okay, say to yourself, okay, today I want to count 1,000 rice. Just that's a joke anyway. But I'm saying that you distract yourself. Just say that, okay, today I want to walk out. I want to run from here to this place and come back. Now some people will be like, when you do that one finish, this will still be waiting for you. It's a lie. When you decide that, okay, when you finish this mission, you enter the next one, just be busy. And you do this thing consistently for a period of time. I bet you that you will come out of that obsession. You will let go. Now, another thing, if you're obsessed with somebody here, you just, and you feel like it's your phone that gives you easy access to this person, start by deleting the person's number. Just do away with the person for a period of time. See if you cannot live without this person. You understand? Even sometimes when you take breakfast, when they serve you breakfast, you eat it, you cry, and at the end of the day, you come out of it. I know the breakfast I'm talking about. You know, so when they serve you breakfast, when you eat it, some people want to kill themselves. No. Another thing is when you're obsessed and you're depressed about something, don't stay away from people.
Yeah.
Don't stay away from people. Get yourself engaged. Talk to somebody. Get yourself engaged in a conversation. Sometimes you can open up and tell somebody that this is my problem.
Yeah.
How would you want me to do it? I don't know what to do. I can't do without
because
this
problem
person.
shared is half solved.
Okay.
So now, the process of you talking to this person here about a particular thing that you're obsessed with. Now, there are people that when they find you talking about this thing that you're obsessed with, they might also be obsessed with that same thing.
Yeah.
So also be careful, the people you share some things with. But when you're obsessed, don't be alone. Try to talk to people. Try to tell them the things that are disturbing you, whatever it is that you're going through. You have a conversation with them, and then they help you out. Yeah, another one.
No, let's quickly go back to school. Like, we're talking about students being obsessed with the materialistic students. How can you do it? This is somebody you see every day in school. Yeah, the person is always big. The person's dressing sense is top notch. Yeah, and you're being obsessed. You want to do everything humanly possible to appear like that person, right? Yeah. So how can you stop it? Because you just talked about phone. Yeah, you can put your phone away, you can off your phone, put it away, and concentrate, get some things, achieve some things, like your daily, get some daily routine achieved. Yeah. So now, in a case where you see these are like cliques in
friends.
school. Let me go to Mascom. We know what we are talking about in Mascom. Yeah, you see them every day. Yeah, and you see somebody somewhere, like, always like, I would like be like this sister, so you get, I won't buy this clothes, or I like this clothes, and you check your background, you're not financially buoyant, but you want to level up with some students.
I feel that in that situation, if I might come in, because I used to see myself in that situation. I mean, school campus and all that. We have people who we will want to imitate and also join the gang, the popular gang and stuff like that. This is what I do. When I wake up, I go to school. I carry anything I wear. I always just believe in yourself to stand out, whether negatively or positively. I mean, in dressing, you understand? When people are dressing sleek, classic, me, I will wear my own big shirts, big shorts, wear slippers, and enter. Sometimes they will say, I mean, the way you dress, sometimes people will feel that maybe you don't have clothes at home. So me, I was like, I don't want. I'm just.
You're not
you understand? Yeah. If you see people in that gang, just look at yourself that you don't. Just sometimes low self-esteem too usually help. Put yourself in gang that maybe you cannot. I cannot afford it to. Be real to yourself. Say this hair the person is wearing maybe 250k. Look at yourself at 250k. I can buy 3 shoes. Can buy 1 handbag. You understand? Just like she rightly said, distract yourself. Instead of going to go and buy that hair, reason on something that you look down on yourself and say that you cannot do this thing. You understand? Don't even try
it. What about the ones that don't want to see themselves down? They don't ever want to look down on themselves. They try to, by all means, to level up.
No, there's always a solution to everything. There's always a solution to everything. You just believe that you can never belong to this category of persons. However you want to see yourself, it will help you. You are from a broke family, you understand? That's what I'm saying. Sometimes low self-esteem come up. When you see people of that category, look down on yourself. Say, I'm from a broke family. Nothing can come out. I cannot belong to this kind of group because this is my. Realize that this is your level and stick by it. Sometimes when they wear some clean, classic clothes like that, go your own different separate way. You can also make name by doing it. Repeat shirts. Me, I have a shirt from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I have a particular shirt. The next week I repeat that shirt. It's my shirt. It's not that. Some people say I have uniform. You understand? Yes, I have uniform. So with time, they will know that that's the kind of person you are. You understand? Not trying to. And another one, keep real friends. Keep friends that if you're broke, they know that you're broke. Not friends that they know you're broke, but they want you to be You understand? Because sometimes it's peer pressure.
Yes,
I will categorize that as peer
exactly.
pressure.
Yes.
You understand? When you see your other peers, they're pressurizing you to do something like that. So I believe if you surround yourself with people that is in your category, it will aid you. Now when you're talking about obsession in objects, something, sometimes those obsession usually turns to addiction.
Yeah.
We talk about addiction. When you're obsessed with something, you are addicted to it. You're addicted to your phone, you're addicted to rich things, you're addicted to big life. You're addicted to fake life. Yes. You understand? You want to live that fake life. You're addicted to you just want, like, top students, whenever they fail, they feel like,
yeah,
I failed this course, I want to die. You're addicted to, you understand? You want to kill yourself because, and then when the addiction comes, after the addiction comes mental disorder. Mentally, you're disordered. Oh, I want to look like Cardi B. I want to look like first it comes to obsession, then it comes to addiction, then it comes to you're mentally disordered. Some people are obsessed looking like a cat. They want to look like a cat. Wow, cute cat. I want to look like a cat. They go into the addiction. Before you know, the mental disorder is when you've gone through that first surgery, you know that you are putting your life in risk. But because your mental health is not there, you want to still go for that operation. Because how can someone go for maybe like this surgical stuff? You do the front, you do the back, sometimes you go and expand it again. You understand? You do the lips, you do the nose. Some people are addicted to looking like a doll. It started from obsession. That's when you're obsessed with things. You understand? That's why obsession with human being can lead to maybe committing suicide and that. But obsession with things, like when you're obsessed, when you're addicted, when you have mental, you want to look like this cup. Because you understand? So that could be the high range of obsession in things. You understand? You cannot do without that thing. So therefore, you have to. That's why people, when you start being obsessive with your pets, you hear some funny stories of how people so that could be another range of obsession.
Okay,
you understand?
I think I want to add to that scenario you just brought in because it's something that happens every time in school. You see a particular group of people and you feel like you want to be in that group when you know that you don't have that particular thing, but you're obsessed about them. I think it starts with you. Yes, because obsession is like depression. You can't easily cure it. But it starts with you. Sometimes they'll say depression starts with someone helping you, but I think obsession starts with you. Because when you know that, like Sister Amy said, sometimes you try to tell yourself or maybe have this low self-esteem that you don't have, you can't be like them, then you have to, be in your own class. But I think one thing about curing that obsession mode is self-confidence. If you start having this feeling like, I don't have it, you have to relate yourself to maybe the low esteem and all of that, you tend to see that you become depressed and it affects your academic very well. So, but once you have this self-confidence, they might have this, maybe be of high class, they might, have this, Dolce & Gabbana school bags and all of the handbags and all that you don't have. First you tell yourself, practically you would have something that they are all yearning for.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
I've seen that scenario. I've been in that shoe before. You have something that they will somewhere be yearning for. What do? Get yourself attached to your book. Because I know someone hearing or listening to us now may be going through that situation. Yeah. So get yourself attached to that particular thing that can make you stand out. If it's book, read it well, learn it well, absorb very well, so that at a point you stand out. A student once told me once that she graduated with a 2-1, but she told me she once had this group of girls in the class where they feel like she's of low class, she doesn't rock and all of that, and they were looking down on her because she didn't have all those things. But because she attached this joy to reading her book, taking her studies very seriously, she came out with a 2-1. I know certificate is not everything, but at least that joy that someone else is also yearning for. That's why we go to school. They're all yearning for the same thing. So it starts with you, the self-confidence you have. Another thing is distract yourself, like that I've mentioned it. Distract yourself from those things.
Mhm.
You
Like
can't have
counting
it.
rice.
Yeah. No, it's not about
Be real with yourself.
Yeah, be real with yourself. It's not all about the counting of 1,000 rices and but distract yourself by getting into a group of friends that maybe the aspiration is not really the high class kind of system. He rightly said it's not really that high class or something. So you just get into the midst of people. The same people, you understand. You feel like being among them will make you get what you want and all of that. So you distract yourself with that idea and get into the group and learn more from the group. But when you tend to be, I don't have it, because by that time you start feeling like you don't have it and you really want to, you end up being depressed. And what's the end point? Suicide. You
Aside
kill
from
yourself.
that, I also think when you really want that thing and you don't have the money, you tend to do something very bad.
Yeah,
Because you
by
want-
stealing,
Yes,
and all of that, what students to do, another thing is you pray. Because as a student, we get to, some of these students that you don't know what they really get into before getting the things and all of that.
yes.
So if you think that you must get this thing for real, you end up doing things that you are not supposed to do. So the best thing is for you to pray. Always talk to God. I don't have this thing, but if you can provide me, someone can dash you. Of course, it happens. So all the time. So I think prayer is the main point.
Just
there.
stay away
So-
from negative peers.
Yeah.
Do not let your peers. People say when apart from school, anyways, even in the society, you want to spend your small 1 million that you have simply because someone is rejoicing over the achievement. For example, now. Maybe I might start my hustle 5 years ago. I started with that same 1 million you have now.
Okay.
And now I'm reaping the fruit of my labor by maybe buying myself all those expensive, you understand?
Yes,
But you want to come and spend that your investment simply because you're looking at me, you understand? So don't spend your investments on me that is reaping the fruit of my labor. Also invest in some other year, you also reap the fruit of your labor. Stay in your class. Maintain your class. Even in society, you have the eye, you have the stay on your class, focus on your studies. You know what carry you to school. Remember you have parents. Remember you have always sit down and remember. Remember you have the father. If the father or sees me do this, or the father knows that I will not, or the father will not be happy with me. Just have the father in mind. Have the fear of God for once. Have the fear of your parents, your siblings which you're leading. If you're the last born, stop being the baby of the house. Grow up. Know that one day you grow up without your parents and stuff like that. Okay, let's go back to controlling obsession or identifying controlling obsession about somebody now.
Okay. Yes, everybody has said a lot this morning, and we are still talking about obsession. Now, I want you to know that in as much as we are talking about obsession, it is not 100% negative. We also have positive obsessions that that can better your life, things that you can get yourself involved with and be very used to it, that will not be of any damage to you. Living a healthy life, be obsessed with living a healthy life. There is nothing negative about that. When you're obsessed with living a healthy life, you walk out, you take smoothies, you mind your business, you
drink
read,
water.
you drink water, you have good chat with your friends, live a positive life of no jealousy and no anger, don't reserve all, just be obsessed with good life. Yeah, those are positive things that can as well change you. Now, when you are so much in love with a particular thing that you can't do away with, and you know that that thing is not good for you, you're obsessed, and that's a negative obsession. So you need to let go of it. Okay.
What about doing God's work? Can you classify that also as
Yes. Now the thing is, some people would judge you when you are obsessed too much doing the work of God. Some
that is
people
what
would
happens.
judge you.
If you do it too much, they say you are carrying it on your head.
My dear, carrying it is God's work.
There's this word, high spirits.
No, there's actually high spirits though.
Okay.
That one, I don't know if I would call it work of God. High spirits is different from working for God. When you are highly spirited, I don't know.
When you do the work of God, You understand? Excessively. People tend to see you as person where they carry high spirit.
They give you this name tag.
You understand? That's a name tag now.
Okay.
Is that not a name tag? Every fasting you're doing the fasting.
It might be your destiny. It might be your destiny. It's what is written of you to do. Okay? So sometimes you might be doing these things often you don't know that, okay, maybe you're obsessed with this particular thing. And you don't see anything wrong with what you're doing, but people are like, I bless it, this one is not at that spiritual level.
So you're saying it's okay to be spiritually obsessed, right?
Yes, it's okay. I mean, if it is
religiously obsessed, I was going to
yes,
say. Okay.
there is nothing wrong. It might be your calling. You never can tell. Me, I'm not going to talk anybody out of being religiously obsessed, you know, with God, because I don't think there's anything wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with being obsessed with God, you know, because at the end of the day, God is the doer of everything. And we that are obsessed with things that are not of God, we need God to help us do away with those things that we're obsessed with. Sometimes there are some obsessions that comes in spiritually. I think I actually, I don't want to say, but there was this movie I watched there that a boy did a particular thing and then somebody caused him that he will keep on doing that thing for the rest of his life. And now he was I don't know if he was obsessed about the thing, like if he doesn't do it that day, he can't live, he can't be a human. You know, so now those things sometimes come with spiritual, you know, course and all that. So there are things that you're obsessed about and you just don't feel right about it and you want to stop it. You need God. I think God is, with God, everything is possible. When you bring in God to whatever you're doing in life, He would help you to excel. He would help you to overcome those things, you know. So firstly, when you're obsessed about a particular thing that you know deep that you want to do away with, start by asking God. Tell God to help you do away with this thing. Like I said, when I helped my friend to pray and fast about that particular obsession she had, it worked. It worked for her, and today she's living her life peacefully. You know, now when she sees the person, she'll be like, that one. I don't know if you understand. It's not like she hates the person. Not like she hates the person, but at least she's not obsessed with the person anymore. You get. So now, even when the person tries to talk to her, she has been able to grow past that level. So
she has now categorized the person under history.
History. You understand? So we can be obsessed with a particular thing and you feel like nothing is working. Why not start with prayers? Why not ask God to help you overcome this particular thing?
I think Sister Joy is spiritually, religiously obsessed because
no,
she actually did this one and it worked out.
No, it's not like I'm
religiously obsessed.
Well, you can say that. I'm not going to debunk that because yes, I love God and there is nothing I do without God. You know,
if you're having any problem, please call Joy. Call Joy.
No, please call God.
Emergency response center.
If you have any problem, call God. If you have a business that has to do with money, call me.
No, you're acting like a mediator. Now you talk to God.
Well, no, I'm not. Not at all in any way. I am the least spiritual person you could think of.
But you actually did it for her and it worked. And now she's living a free life.
That was a good resolution. Even if maybe it might not research, but to overcome obsession with someone, try to remember the times that the person, the
just
worst
think
time,
about the negative things the person has impacted in your life, and you'll be like,
one way of, you know, overcoming obsession.
So yes.
But sorry, let me take us back. Don't you think, thinking about what the negative things that person did to you, if you're somebody that has this bad temper, don't you think you can carry something and
no, at least if there's a drop of dislike, you understand. If it's a drop of dislike, you understand.
A drop.
You even you're in the healing process now.
When some people think about their past, they go into rage. And you know what happens when you are very, very angry, you can do something very, very bad.
Drastic.
Yeah. So don't you
I don't think
thinking
anger,
about the past,
I don't think anger itself is bad. It is when you do things out of anger that is bad. I don't think you can be angry at yourself by doing something wrong. You understand? Why did I talk to that woman like that? Or why did you're angry at yourself. But when it is bad is when you pick up something and do something in that process. You understand the process of anger. That's why I said the conscience we have is good and evil. You understand? In each and every one of us, we have that trait of negative and positive. In fact, even in chemistry, they say red and black. No, in fact, negative and positive ignites. You understand? That's why I said if you have feelings for someone, if it is true feelings, you also look at the negative parts and try your best to, you understand, because negative and negative do not collide. Positive and positive does not collide. Negative and positive collides. So if you're trying to overcome obsession, you should also have the drop of anger. Be angry at yourself. Say, what am I doing? Well, this guy doesn't treat me well. This guy doesn't take care of me. What am I doing to myself? You understand? I mean, there was a time this guy dropped me. You try to remember the negative part.
Trying to let go. Trying to let go. Anyways, but whichever way here, in summary, what we are trying to say here is that too much of obsession is not good. I mean, there's nothing wrong being obsessed with about a particular thing that is positive, yes. But when it's too much, it's not good. And when you are being obsessed too much about something and it's harming you, it's hurting you at the end of the day, it's not good. You and I, maybe you watching us at this moment, there is something that you're really obsessed about and you want to do away with it. First of all, you need to start by forgetting about that particular thing. Just say to yourself that you want to let go of this thing, and you need to help yourself to do it. Now, if you feel that you can't do it alone, like you can't just on your own stay and overcome it, get yourself involved with somebody that can help you, somebody that you know cares about you genuinely, that loves you. Tell the person don't be shy. Sometimes you never can tell. Be able to open up and say, this is your problem and you want to do away with it, and you already have remedy or how to do away with it, but you just need somebody that can motivate you, somebody that will push you, somebody that will encourage you to do away with this particular thing. You know, get yourself acquainted with a lot of things, read books, you know, do other things, work out, go for a long walk, you know, distract yourself, think about something positive, think about your future, see how you can do away with this particular thing that's not going to be a problem, you know, with you or to you anymore. Okay, yes, after a long talk, I think I don't know if you have any other thing to say before we take our next break.
That's just it. Just realize that you can do without the person. Seek for a professional help. Distance yourself with the person. Do not let what the person thinks gets to you. Know who you are, stay who you are. Practice mindfulness, because I jotted down some things. Practice mindfulness, mind your business, you understand? And also, like I said, distance yourself from the person and trace the source of your obsession. Sometimes why you're obsessed depends is because you that is obsessed, it's not as if you even love the person. You understand? Let's be frank. You understand? You that is obsessed, you don't love the person. Maybe the person something that is you're attracted to. For example, now my phone, I'm more obsessed with the whole of my phone. You understand? Maybe there's an app inside my phone that I'm obsessed with. It could be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you understand? I'm obsessed with the whole of the phone. No? So if you find that thing that's inside the phone that you're obsessed with, try to do away with that stuff. You understand? In the person you're obsessed with, if the person is try to do away with your obsession. So then find something new to do. Find something new. You understand? Do something else. Leave the obsession, like she said. Take a walk. Go for jogging. Count rice. Count that was actually that was but find something new to do. Then seek for professional help. You can go for therapy.
That part where you said seek for
professional help.
Because you know when you said talk to a friend, nowadays talking to somebody could lead to see finish. You don't even know whom you're talking to. So I love the part where
that's why I say look for somebody who truly and genuinely cares about you.
Go for therapy, and then final thoughts on obsessing over someone. Just remove it. Finally. When you see for therapy, also help. In the Western world, is therapy they do. Any small thing, they don't go for therapy. So therapy is the professional help, or maybe professional help could be for down. It could be your counselor. You could be the father. You could see the father physically.
Counselor.
You understand?
Okay, we'll need to meet Sister Joy.
If you're obsessed, you can come to me. I would help
you. Okay,
so
to add
to controlling obsession.
To add to what Sister Media is saying, I think even if you're getting a therapist to help, you also need to listen to the person, because sometimes even when your therapist is trying to talk to you, all you care about is that person and all of that. So if you are able to listen and also assimilate what the person is telling. I think it will help a lot.
Thanks.
All right.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Yes, Sister Ruth. Are we done?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, with all that being said, we have we are going to do a little throwback of some of the activities that went down during the Association of Brotherhood Academic Scholars, their week, which was last week. The other sites, I think some of the singing competition, that went down, and some of you were unable to watch. Let's just do a little throwback. Let's see what happened. We'll be right back. So sit tight. Don't go away. This is still the Morning Star Breakfast Show.
Star Plus Television is the only entertaining station. appreciate you for your love. We appreciate you for your kindness unto thee. We pledge our loyalty, our God, God of wisdom, God of our fathers. We have come before thy presence to appreciate you for your love. We appreciate you for your kindness unto thee. We pledge our loyalty, our God. We appreciate you for your love. We appreciate you for your kindness unto thee. We pledge our loyalty, our God, God of wisdom, God of our fathers. We have come before thy presence to appreciate you for your love. We appreciate you for your kindness unto thee. We pledge our loyalty, our God. We appreciate you for your love. We appreciate you for your kindness unto thee. We pledge our loyalty, our God. Fountain of life, ancient of ages, we have come before thy presence to appreciate you for your love. We appreciate you for your kindness unto thee. We pledge our loyalty, our God. We appreciate you for your love. We appreciate you for your kindness unto thee. We pledge our loyalty, our God.
The choir today is Cross River State Abba Square. The choir is led by Christ Ambassador Peter Agnew. Cross River State just rendered a magic song. They are about to render the second piece composed by Christ Ambassador Kingsley Bassey. The numerical strength is the 143.
Living water, fall on me.
messages reaching the world. Star Cross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Star Cross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world.
We have come before thy presence to appreciate you for your love. We appreciate you for your kindness unto thee. We pledge our loyalty, our God. We appreciate you for your love. We appreciate you for your kindness unto thee. We pledge our loyalty, our God.
The choir on stage is River State Abbas Choir. The choir is led by Reverend Odogom J. Epu. The American strength is 99.
Living water, living water, fall on me. Living water, as you fall, wash me clean and renew my soul. Living water, fall on me. Living water, as you fall, wash me clean and renew my soul. Fall on me as you did unto the prophets of old. Fall on me, living water. Fall on me. Fall on me. Wash my sins. Fall on me, living water. Fall on me. Put in me the right spirit when you fall on me. Create in me a clean spirit. Unite my heart to fear thee. Wash me clean, oh living water, while you fall on me. Wash me clean, living water, when you fall on me. Cleanse my soul, living water, when you fall on me. When you fall on me, when you fall on me, I shall be clean, I shall be clean, I shall be whiter than snow. I shall be clean, I shall be clean, I shall be whiter than snow. Make me hear joy and gladness when you fall on me. Let my eyes see great favor, save the sons of thy handmaid. Wash me clean, oh living water, while you fall on me. Wash me clean, living water, when you fall on me. Cleanse my soul, living water, when you fall on me. When you fall on me, when you fall on me, I shall be clean, I shall be clean, I shall be whiter than snow.
Star Cross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world.
Jezebel enamemi, Esong esite enamemi, Ukarapa, Suru
Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world. Star Cross Television is the only entertaining station with spiritual messages reaching the world.
On to the Morning Star Breakfast Show. Yes, that was River State on top and Cross River State. Yeah, we are yet to see the other state perform, but don't worry, we are bringing them up on this, program. If not today, again, of course, it's already over, so we are going to get that maybe by Friday. You get to see the other people that sang during the competition in the week of the other sides. River State, well done. Power. That part was intriguing. Honestly speaking, they performed very well. Their performances was top notch. Yes, Cross River State also gave out their best. Well done.
Okay. Are you not going to?
I know. Ruth was going to attack me, but that's why I say you guys also did well. But
the way you emphasized on
check it out.
But that was well done.
That was the highlight of their singing. I don't know what was
talk about Cross River State.
Oh, I didn't really say anything.
We did our best, I know.
Yeah, you guys tried. That's why I said you guys tried. Now I'm not being partial here. I'm stating facts.
I hope the day Bayelsa State's choral competition will be played. You won't say anything about it.
We have always been coming out top. If we did not, just know that, Anyways, we want to thank you so much for staying on to the Morning Star. This morning we've talked about a whole lot of things, but we can't go without saying hi to our audience on the YouTube platform. I think we have some comments there already that were, being dropped, and we haven't taken them. So we're just going to do justice to that before we wrap up for the day. So, P. Smith, towards the Anna.
Thank you, Sister Joy. Okay, from Brother Emmanuel Israel. He's saying, perfect peace of the Almighty Father, dear beloved, a blissful morning. Good morning to you as well. From Sister Gladys Oyebo, she's saying, peace of the Father to you all. Have a wonderful new day. Same here.
Thank you.
From Ajo Sarafadin, sorry if I didn't get that well, she's saying, peace of our Heavenly Father, His Holiness Olumba Ubu. Amen. Remain blessed. Then from Sister Gladys again, she's saying, angelic voices, unique view. Well done, 1 for 4,000 pages. Thank you, most gracious Abba Father. So I think she's referring to one of the clips that was played before. Yeah. So from Ada Ebuka, she's saying, thank you, Father. From Janet Goga, she's saying, thank you, Father, for today's blessings. Amen. Still from Sister Gladys Oyebo, she's saying, unique topic. Enjoying your discussion. Well done, Star Cross TV, for beaming live to the entire world. Then from Nsemeke Onyebio, she's saying, thank you. She's saying, good morning, my beloved, beautiful sisters in the show. You all are doing good. Great show and great performance. Thank you so much. From Sister Jesse Osim, Brother Jesse Osim, sorry. He's saying, peace and blessings to you all. The Father has blessed you. Bless. So. Okay, she's saying, thank you, gracious Father. I think that's all we have for now.
Okay, thank you so much, P. Smith. Yes, thank you, beloved audience, for staying on to Star Cross TV. This is where we draw the curtain close for today. My name is Joy Dambo, and tomorrow, don't forget, tomorrow is our singing day to, always glorify our Father in songs. Don't forget, they always say that prayers move mountain, while songs move God. Good. So join us tomorrow, same time, same station, to raise our voices and sing in order for our God to shake and move those blessings to us. My name is Joy Dambo.
Yeah, and also, today we spoke about obsession. Remember not to be obsessed with someone. If someone is obsessed with you, try to talk to the person too. Sit down, have a conversation, and plan, how you can help the person overcome the obsession. Remember, help your sister, help your brother. My name is Emilio Omoyo. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Yeah.
Okay, my name is P. Smith. Do have a wonderful day.
And before I say my name, coming from Ogosi Layefa, Father bless Abbas Cross River State for that wonderful rendition. Thank you very much. At least I have somebody out there With me, yeah, my name is Ruth Obu. Do not forget, song shall never cease from the throne of God. That is why we are bringing to you tomorrow beautiful song. So do not forget to tune in tomorrow to
Mixed Tune Wednesday.
Yes. I hope you are
Maybe and Ruth are excited. I guess you are going to.
No,
see
it's
them
actually
too.
me and Joy that's coming tomorrow.
All right, Ruth Obu. Till we come your way next time. Remain blessed.
Bye.